In recent campaign cycles, you would also hear the name of Justice Roberts. Well, I think we've established very convincingly, we did during the Sotomayor hearing, that there is such a thing as judicial activism. There is such a thing as legislating from the bench, and it is practiced repeatedly by the Roberts Court, and it has cut in only one direction, in favor of powerful corporate interests and against the rights of individual Americans. My state has been victim to the third largest Ponzi scheme in history, and yet in 2008, in a case called Stone Ridge, the Roberts Court made it harder for investors to get their money back from people who defrauded them. The Twin Cities have more older workers per capita than almost any other city in the nation, and yet in 2009, in a case called Gross, the Roberts Court made it easier for corporations to fire older Americans and get away with it. There is a pattern here. Each of these decisions was won with 5 votes. And in each of these decisions, that bare majority used its power to help big business. There's another pattern here. In each of those decisions, in every one, Justice John Paul Stevens led the dissent. Now, Justice Stevens is no firebrand liberal. He was appointed to the 7th Circuit by Richard Nixon. He was elevated to the Supreme Court by Gerald Ford. By all accounts, he was considered a moderate. And yet he didn't hesitate to tell corporations that they aren't a part of we the people by whom and for whom our Constitution was established. And he didn't flinch when he told the president that the executive is bound to comply with the rule of law. General Kagan, you've shown remarkable skill as a lawyer for our government and remarkable candor as one of its critics, say, for example, about Supreme Court confirmation hearings. I like that. And I want to see that legal skill in action. I want to see if you might continue the work of Justice Stevens.